Welcome, both longtime legends and brand new stars of the Leo tribe, to Golden Fortune Leo, a place where astrology meets insight, and fire signs like you don't just get read, you get celebrated. If this is your first time here, consider this your cosmic initiation. And if you've been riding with us for a while, welcome back to your spiritual pride rock. Now let's talk Leo. The fifth sign of the Zodiac and a proud member of the fixed modality, Leo is ruled by the mighty Sun, our solar system's original influencer. The Sun doesn't ask for attention, it simply exists, and the world revolves around it. Sound familiar? That's the essence of Leo. You weren't born just to clock in and out of life. You were born to shine, to lead with heart, and to roar so loud your dreams echo across the universe. In the great wheel of destiny, Leos are part of what I call the chosen ones, souls who incarnated to uplift, to illuminate, and yes, to strut just a little while doing it. As we step deeper into the year of triumph 2025, the universe isn't just casually observing your journey. No, it's actively rooting for you, cueing up the dramatic music, and maybe even tossing in a slow-motion spotlight moment or two. Your job? Show up. Be bold. Be kind. Be unshakably you with all the flair, fire, and feline wisdom that only a Leo can carry. And hey, if no one told you today, your crown is showing. Don't let it slip. Adjust it, smile, and keep walking like the main character you truly are. Let's talk about one of the most iconic Leo traits, what I call the unmoving power, or in simpler terms, your crown isn't just sitting on your head, it's bolted on with cosmic-grade hardware. As someone who's spent decades studying astrology, depth psychology, and the energetic undercurrents that shape our spiritual evolution, I can tell you, this isn't just ego, it's essence. Leos are what we call fixed fire, which means once you've locked onto a vision, an idea, or even a questionable fashion choice, you are in it. Unlike our dear Gemini friends, whom we love, bless their buzzing hearts, you don't change your mind mid-sentence because you've already made your mind up 3 chapters ago. Leos don't just dream big, they embody the dream. Your determination radiates from your core like the sun itself, steady, luminous, and just a little bit dramatic. That kind of focused fire? Yeah, it turns heads. And it also turns up the envy. But here's the kicker, people aren't upset with you. They're just slightly shaken by how unapologetically you are. That's what true presence looks like, dignified, intentional, and a little sparkly when necessary. Even when life tries to dim your light, you respond not with petty retaliation, but with radiant flair. You don't just walk away from challenges, you glide, chin up, slow motion if possible, crown intact. Because a true Leo doesn't lose control, they adjust the crown, flip their mane, and keep walking like the main character in a divine drama only they were cast to star in. Let's pause the dramatic flair for a second and talk about something that doesn't get nearly enough credit, the enormous, royal-sized heart of a Leo. Yes, we all know Leos can command a room, slay a stage, and light up the darkest space with their presence, but beneath that glorious mane beats a heart so vast it could humble the Grand Canyon. And as someone who's spent a lifetime studying not only astrology but also the complex layers of human psychology and emotional resilience, I say this with conviction, Leos don't just feel, they feel all the way through. You forgive the unforgivable, sometimes even before the apology comes, if it ever does. Some might call that naive, but I call it spiritual mastery. In Buddhist philosophy, forgiveness isn't weakness, it's a release from the chains of ego. And Leos, when you're not wrapped up in the external performance of life, you show this rare capacity to let go with grace. You're tougher on yourself than anyone else, and when you fall short of your own golden standard, that's when the real emotional storm begins. Sound familiar? Your protective instinct is second to none. You'll go to battle for someone who can't defend themselves, and you'll do it in style. While Aquarius might write a thesis on why the world needs saving, you'll be out there pulling people out of the rubble with one hand and offering emotional support with the other. This, my friend, is why Leo isn't just one of the chosen ones. You're not only powerful, you're benevolent. And let's be honest, it takes a special kind of soul to be both warrior and healer, and still show up on time looking fabulous. Let's talk about something that every true Leo possesses, though it's not always visible at first glance, what I like to call diamond skin. This isn't about being flashy, although, let's be real, you do love a little glimmer. No, this is about the resilience that only a Leo can carry. As someone who's spent decades researching astrology, analyzing human behavior, and meditating on spiritual teachings from both East and West, I can tell you, what Leo endures, few others could even handle. Some signs shatter when life throws them into chaos. Aries might charge straight into the fire, then realize too late they forgot their emotional armor. Sagittarius? They've already booked a one-way flight to Bali before the fallout even finishes. But Leo? Leo stands their ground. The fixed fire. The cosmic equivalent of, I've seen worse, now watch me thrive. And thrive you do. In Buddhist thought, suffering is often seen as the gateway to awakening. And Leo, you didn't just walk through the fire, you practically hosted a TED Talk in it. You've learned to remain composed when your character is questioned, to stay loyal even when betrayal whispers in your ear, and to maintain that famous Leo pride without slipping into full-on diva mode. Well, most days. Let's be honest, sometimes a little drama is the spice of life. Your diamond skin doesn't mean you're cold or untouchable. Quite the opposite. It means you've been through enough storms to know what and who deserves your light. Your glow isn't just beautiful, it's fortified. It's not there to block love out, but to make sure no passing negativity can dim your sacred flame. You don't just survive the pressure, you become the brilliance. That, my friends, is classic Leo, fierce, fabulous, and forged in fire. Let's close with a truth every seasoned astrologer, psychologist, and old soul mystic knows well: when a Leo enters the room, the lights don't just turn on, they shift into full stage production. Because let's face it, Leos don't just attend life. You host it, headline it, and direct it with optional costume changes and a standing ovation before dessert. And honestly, the world needs more of that energy. Leo, your presence is what I call spiritually contagious. People feel better just by being near you, not because you're putting on a show, okay, sometimes you are, but because you radiate a kind of childlike courage that most of us forgot we had. You give people permission to be bold again, to dream again, to belly laugh until their sides hurt, and maybe even believe in themselves for the first time in a while. In psychology, we'd call that affective resonance. In astrology, we just call it Leo. You rule the fifth house, the sacred home of joy, creativity, romance, and yes, play. That's not accidental. You were literally cosmically assigned to teach the rest of us how to enjoy being alive. You turn everyday existence into something sacred and a little ridiculous in the best way. Think of it as enlightenment with glitter. In the year of triumph 2025, your role as a Lightbringer only deepens. You're not here just to achieve personal goals, you're reshifting the emotional frequency of entire rooms, relationships, and even realities. You're not just chasing your destiny, you're dragging others lovingly toward theirs with a wink, a warm hug, and maybe a dance break. So yes, Leo, you are the party. But you're also the purpose behind it. Keep shining. We're all better for it. And now, dear Leo soul, whether you roared in loud and proud or silently stalked in with your signature confidence, thank you for being here. Your energy doesn't just support this channel, it fuels it. Seriously, even your silent views send sunshine through the algorithm. At Golden Fortune Leo, we don't just talk astrology, we celebrate your divine design. And Leo, let's be real, the moment you were born, the universe got a little louder, a little bolder, and a lot more entertaining. Now, I want to hear from you. Which Leo trait resonated most with you? Is it your unshakable strength, that big golden heart, your diamond-hard resilience, or the way you light up every room like your life is the after-party? Drop it in the comments. Don't be shy, although if you are a shy Leo, that's a rare treasure and we love you even more for it. And hey, if your crown has ever slipped a little, we've all been there. Life gets chaotic. Maybe Mercury was retrograde. Maybe someone said something shady in group chat. Just pick that crown back up, give it a gentle polish, or a full glam reset, no judgment, and wear it like you never dropped it. Because you didn't come here to blend in. You came here to blaze through. So before you go back out into the world to inspire, lead, love, and live it up, do your royal duty, like, share, and subscribe to Golden Fortune Leo. Because this world doesn't just need more light, it needs your fire. And trust me, no one does fire quite like a Leo. Keep shining, chosen one. The best is still burning on the horizon.